Why gold is so expensive. Before we start, I'd want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Why has gold always had value? Some people argue that gold has no in-strength value, that it is a barbaric relic which no longer holds the monetary qualities of the past. They contended that in a modern economic environment, paper currency is the money of choice, that gold's only worth is as a material to make jewelry. As the other end of the spectrum are those that assert that gold is an asset with various intrinsic qualities that make it unique and necessary for investors to hold into their portfolios. They believe that investors have as many reasons for investing in gold as they do vehicles to make those investments. Gold's essential dichotomy. Most would agree that gold has always had value for all of these reasons. A component of decorative jewelry, a sometime currency, and an investment. But in addition to these concrete values, we would add another characteristic of gold, which would, though harder to pinpoint, is just as real. Its mystery. Part of the very appeal of gold is the mystery of its appeal. In the world of finance and investing, we often like to tiptoe around the word mystery. Yet, as is true with most disciplines, there is always a place for both science and art, and even mystery. Gold can stimulate a subjective personal experience, but gold can also be objectified if it's adopted as a system of exchange. This duplicity is a conundrum that is unique to gold as a commodity. Gold can be something quantitative and tangible, like money, and at the same time, it can embody something ephemeral, like a feeling, even a host of feelings. So, part of the reason that gold has always had value lies in the psychology and nature of the human experience. Gold can exist as something that is quantitative and tangible while embodying the qualitative and ephemeral. Gold, the feel-good metal. It's a cold day in mid-December. You're strolling along Fifth Avenue in New York, either alone or with a familiar to look at the holiday shop windows. It's late afternoon and the thin winter light has begun to fade, even darker earlier because of the threat or snow of rain today. The bells of Salvation Army, red kettle ringers grow muffled and distant. The sky towers, closing in around you, and the first flakes of winter fall. You stop, drawn by Tiffany window featuring a discreet few gold pieces. Exquisitely designed yellow, pink, and white gold shapes peek from an exotic display of corals and underwater fauna. Lights beat down like the sun, coaxing the metals incandescence. Suddenly, a brisk wind rises, making flakes to swirl faster around you. You think. Hot chocolate, a cognac, you duck in a nearby hotel bar, the St. Regis, perhaps snug with its familiar fireplace. Well, maybe you haven't had this exact experience, but you get the idea. Something about the warmth of gold speaks to our human need for comfort and nurture. In search of a metal to worship, our ancestors were faced with coming up with a method of exchange that was easier to implement than a barter system. A coin is such medium of exchange. Of all the metals in the periodic table of elements, gold is a logical choice. We can roll out elements other than metals because a gaseous or liquid currency is not practical from the standpoint of personal portability. This leaves metals like iron, copper, lead, silver, gold, palladium, platinum, and aluminum. Iron, lead, copper, and aluminum. These metals are prone to corrode over time, so they would not be good value in terms of storage, which is required of coins. And keeping the metals from corroding is a labor intensive. Aluminum feels very light and unsustainable, not ideal for coin metal that can evoke feelings of security and value. The noble metals, platinum or palladium, are reasonable choices because they are mostly non-reactive to other elements. That is, produce little corrosion, but they are too rare to generate enough coins to circulate. To assign value to a metal, it must be somewhat rare, so not that everyone is producing coins, but available enough so that a reasonable number of coins can be created for commerce. Gold and silver. Gold doesn't corrode and can be melted over a flame, making it easy to work with and stamp as a coin. Silver and gold are beautiful metals that are easy to form into jewelry, and both these precious metals have their own devotees in fine jewelry circles. Gold, the mysterious metal. Although silver can be polished and textured in multiple ways as to catch up the light in the eye, there remains no metal quite like gold. Unlike other elements, gold naturally possesses a subtle array of unique and beautiful colors. The atoms in gold are actually heavier than in silver and other metals. This attribute makes the electrons move faster, which in turn allow for some of the light to be absorbed into the gold, a process that Einstein's theory of relativity helped to discern. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss an amazing video from us.